do 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 do, and another one bites the what? Okay, guys, markets review, and the whole time has moved on. Time to recap. I'm going to go from top to bottom. Let's see on the monthly candle charts what's the higher trend. Remove all the noise, remove whatever you hear on TV. This is the price action. Remember how I always define my monthly defined support, my monthly defined resistance, and from there on, we play and we decide if the trend's in our favor. And after that, once you know the higher trend's direction, you could go on the weekly, on the daily, on the smaller time frames, and you know that the higher prevailing wins, the higher prevailing trend, the big waves, always gonna go in your favor. You don't want to ride against that storm, guys. So Nasdaq. This was October, had closed above the 12-month moving average. November, indecision candle, but now in December, guys, really going down below. First time I have it below that monthly defined breakdown line. If ever it closes below 65.35, let's see that close 65.46, 65.50, then that implied measure move is first one is going to bring us all the way back down to about 53.75. Still 2 weeks left for December. Never know what could happen. This could pull back up easily. We don't know yet. But right now, we're trading close. We're testing that support. And you got to really keep an eye on it. The longer the price action below the 12-month average, the more it's going to start rolling over. And that's the weight. It's a lot of weight. You don't want to be there when it starts crashing down. Pullbacks are most likely just going to be pullbacks and not reversals. So we're far off from a stage 2 continuation. You'd have to break above the 12-month average. It had to start re-inclining. And ideally, you'd have to overcome those super duper highs that were done all the way here. SPX, guys, pushing down, pushing down below that 2630, that level I kept looking at. We got some weekly closes below it, and that solidifies the pressure. Now, if you have weekly defined support and outturn resistance, that monthly candle is going to have more and more hard time going back up above. So the next 2 following weeks, I don't know if it's going to be able to go back up above that line. Its future depends on it. Target 23, 23.30, 23.40, implied measure move. A little more bearish scenario than Nasdaq for the SPX. The Russell underperforms the SPX. So if I have had the choice, I'd rather short the Russell. In the decline, it's probably going to underperform the SPX. And when it starts overperforming the SPX, even on the decline, it could be a situation where people are starting to roll in money on the riskier, smaller cap stocks. And then that could be a sign that we've hit a bottom. But until then, on the way down, Russell is a weak prey that we could really hit hard. November, try to get back up. No, on that monthly defined, but now we're really deep in. We've had weekly closes below that breakdown line, halfway through the target. 12-month average going downwards. Timber. Ooh. Netherlands, another one below monthly defined breakdown line. Already had a top here. Close below. Sideways move. Hitting some more support, so a little bit more advanced than the American plays. The American plays are in their embryonic breakdowns. It's the first line of support. SPX, pretty much same thing. A little bit here, but this is the first important support. Nasdaq, same thing, first important support. And the European stocks, them have been going down a little bit, a few months of ahead. And below breakdown line, if that closes below that 509 level, then you have a target all the way back down to these 2016 area. I think this is a US Wall Street 30. I think it's a Dow Jones 30. Again, first time below 30, the monthly defined breakdown line. Let's see if you close below it. November, I was still hanging out up there in the stage 3. December is going to be critical to see if is it just going to be a wick and then get a chance of coming back in. But if you close below That's going to be monthly defined support and outturn resistance. It's going to be hard to overcome that. Target 21,580 if you get a close below 24.75. Woo! That was the strongest one, actually. This is like this one and NASDAQ. They're both falling down at the same time. France 40, I think this is the CAC 40. Confirmed breakdown in November, continuing almost on all the way to its target. Europeans are just a little bit advanced, guys. Look at that. The Germany 30, I think this is the DAX. Already broke down in October, confirmed breakdown. Continuing volatility. That's what I love about the monthly candle. Is these wicks, I ignore them. They're part of the weekly and daily noise. But if you just focus on the bodies, you see it's a nice, clean downtrend. Not a lot of green candles when you're going down. Same thing when you go up. Remove a lot of the noise. And the way I see the DAX or the Germany 30 is this stage. This is monthly candle. This stage 4 decline is actually going to make me come to a bigger pattern. So if ever we get close to here, we might have a bounce or consolidation around this important level. And once we reach these targets here, after that, if we break down below that, we could be going all the way down to 5,300, 5,350. Europe 50, same thing, been going down for a while. Confirmed breakdown in October. Look at all that noise. Don't get confused. Go on the monthly. Keeps going down, having a leg down. And again, like the DAX, bigger pattern forming. And this is just maybe the beginning. So we'll have to see once we get to this area here if it bounces back up or we penetrate and we close below these important levels right here, 28.77. UK, same thing. Monthly defined breakdown line, declining 12-month moving average in November. October, we had a wick below, but the price action came back up. And now leg down, vroom, going down. And I see this hitting this support height right here around the 6,000. And after that, if you break down, we have a crazy close, bring us back to 2009, guys. Close to the lows of 2009. Yikes. China. So China has been starting to break down a little bit early here because you're still inclining 12-month moving average. So it really took a leg down. Sideways move, getting closer to 12-month moving average. Broke down here in October, even if there's noise below it. Not a big fan when I see that noise. This buyers coming in, creating that wick. Not A++. But anyways, the next month, November, you got those long wicks, but still trending downwards. 12-month average going downwards, and probably going to resume its leg down when global markets all in harmony. They all start going down at the same time. They're all pretty much going to have a leg down together. And as you see right now, all these are all in harmony. For now, all these indexes all in harmony. Japan, same thing. First embryonic breakdown, monthly defined support around the 21,500 40 level. Target all the way down here, 1880. If we keep that close below that. Hong Kong has been going down for a while. Where's my monthly defined support? Went down so fast that the 12-month average just started skewing far away from it. See, it's pulling back. You want to get closer to it. And right here, probably the best chance you had of shorting this. And I believe this is going to resume its downtrend with the rest of the markets, but performing a little bit better. So if you had to short, right now, the best shorts would be the Russell, the SPX, these ones up here. And these ones have had their leg down already. They're going to probably sideways move, consolidate, and maybe accelerate the downturn when everything picks up. Taiwan broke down, confirmed October, reached its target in that same month. Sideways move. See that noise? Sellers coming in, buyers coming in. Sellers coming in, pushing it down. And that's in a downtrend, but far away from 12-month average. Very hard to enter. That's probably why it's not going down as fast as the other indexes. It probably wants to catch back up to its 12-month average, pull back up and go down, or else sideways move. Next leg down, when it really starts failing again and you get more and more pressure from all the other indexes, it might continue its downtrend. Australia. What do we have here? Monthly defined breakdown confirmed. Barely confirmed. Not quite sure I want to call it when it's that close. In progress right now. If you get a close below that 56.95 level, then you get a monthly defined breakdown line below the 12-month average. The longer you have price action below it, the more you're dragging it down. Here you could have made a case that you had a confirmed breakdown in November. I see this as a big pattern forming. I see us touching the 48.70, and then after that, either you resist here, support here, bounce back up, make a nice head and shoulders pattern, and then after that, big leg down back to the beginning 2009. And you see that often, right? You're starting to see some other patterns emerging that these are just embryonic moves to important support. Then we see what happens here. If the underlying theme has changed, if some macros in the world have changed. If not, then you supply and demand, working it out, and then you get these crazy targets all the way back down here. And if ever the situation reverses, then I'd be looking at upwards target. But for now, what I'm seeing is construction of these big top patterns. The Nifty does not want to give up, guys. Does not want to go. I think it's the only one that's still above its 12-month average. So that is a push, man. That is impressive. The India 50 really outperforming. Do not short this until you get a close below that 10,180 level. Then you get targets, can bring you back down here. But until then, do not touch India. The Nifty, man, relatively speaking, is not a short at all. But don't want to don't want to go long because of all this world pressure. If these are your peers in the sectors of indices, if you know that the whole bunch are weak, then you might get dragged down. So don't think playing long, but don't short it. Not the best candidate. And Singapore, guys. Singapore, again, broke down, confirmed in October, pulled back, hit that monthly defined support, now turn resistance. And 12-month average going downwards. This would be a good, nice risk reward entry, and maybe continue its downtrend when everybody's leg bring down. So there's got the Nifty, and that's pretty much it, guys. The rest are below monthly defined or in the process of confirming monthly defined breakdowns. Monthly defined targets are far away. They're big numbers, reduced noise. And those are big moves that could last a long time. They're months, right? So a move could, 6 candles is half a year. 12 candles, not a lot of candles, but that's a year. So if these targets materialize, we could be in a long time in this downwards trend. So let's just keep an eye on it. I don't know why my Oanda doesn't have Canadian markets. Let's just go check TSX. And same thing here, TSX. Confirmed breakdown in October. Pulled back up. Then above monthly defined support. Turn resistance, but not this higher level here. And then another leg down. This would have been a good risk to reward entry here. And then after that, you're on the way to target, guys. And again, this could be heading what's the crazy move there? Is this possible? Patrick, can't go below 0. Yeah, look at that. Another index having targets eventually going down to 9,000. 2009 lows or close to lows, previous resistance and support there, what I call wall, the beginning of support area. So that, if you look at the bigger picture, you're just at the beginning, possible beginning of a bear market or a stage 4 decline that could bring you all the way down here, guys. And the venture, venture sucks. It's been massacred. Let's remove all drawing tools. Look at that. Highs, lows, lows, lows. And that thing just wants to keep going down and down and down. Cool. All right, guys. That's a market recap. Not looking good. Ultimate confirmation at the end of the month. And let's see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. And everyone bites dust. Dude.